You know, LeBron had really three big opportunities to really show me something. And again, I've been critical of him, but he's a great player who always has some flaw. Like he shows insecurity where if in that first go round in Cleveland, if they had broken through against Orlando or Boston and won a championship, I can't argue against that. You got me on that one.
No, you found something. You said it took him too long.
Okay, but what happened against Orlando? He hit the shot heard round the world in Game 2, and then slowly but surely he faded into the sunset, and they lost in 6 games.
You say he faded, but he averaged 38, 8, and 8.
Okay, but they're phony numbers. They're misleading numbers. Because I watched those games, and he wasn't there when they needed him.
So, in other words, when Jordan was averaging his 40 and they're losing, those were real numbers.
Yeah, in his early years,
yes,
baby years.
Were they real numbers? You make it seem like LeBron was in year 13.
Again, when Jordan broke through, he would have won 8 straight championships, but they sent him home for 2 years. You know it, and I know it.
No, I don't know it.
Well, seriously. And then against Boston, the last series that he played in Cleveland, the first go-around, he played, I thought, his greatest playoff game ever in Game 3 at Boston Garden on a Friday night. He just devastated and dominated a very good Boston team. And then in 4, 5, and 6, he faded. He flamed out to the point the owner accused him of quitting in 4, 5, and 6.
But see, that's what you always hang your hat on. But now he's a champion. You always go back to that. Okay, can we deal with this right here? Chris Paul, what would you think is going to happen with this right here? Because you keep going back and talk about, oh, he flamed out if he had done this. There's nothing, I'm convinced now, there's nothing LeBron could have done that's going to change your outlook because you have Jordan here and LeBron can only be there.
Here was the other great opportunity for LeBron James was the 2015 finals when he went back to Golden State and he lost Kevin Love before the finals and he lost Kyrie in overtime of Game 1.
Right.
And he proceeded to play in those 3 games the greatest stretch of basketball. I've said it 1,000 times on the show that I have ever seen him play. He averaged 41 points in those 3 games and 12 rebounds. And only 8 assists, quote unquote, because he was carrying the whole load himself.
Right.
His usage rate was off the charts. He had the ball in his hands 50% of the time.
Yes.
And it got to Game 4 in his house, and they were up 2-1. And I thought, this is going to be extraordinary. This is going to be his quote unquote crowning achievement. And what happened in Game 4? He just came out flat. He shrank. They put Iguodala in the starting lineup, and Andre Iguodala outplayed him down the stretch of that game and the next 3 and won the MVP of the finals.
But I never hear you say in '89 when Jordan was up 2-1.
Okay, we're talking about.
But see, that's LeBron. What I'm talking about. You keep talking about what LeBron does, but when Michael did the exact same thing, you find no fault in it.
Okay, did he ever flame out in any of his 6 finals?
They lost. It doesn't matter what happened.
They didn't lose 1 finals. He went 6-0.
I'm talking about what about up until the finals?
Well, once he broke through, he just kept on keeping on. He would have won 8 straight. You know it, and I know it.
Let me ask you a question.
He owned the league.
But you didn't tell me the teams that he beat that was the equivalent of the Golden State Warriors or the San Antonio Spurs.
There was only one, and that's when Kevin Durant joined the Golden State Warriors. LeBron was better than those Warriors in 2015. Listen, you can have Steph, you can have Clay, but Steph has come up smaller than he actually is in all these finals. I can show you the numbers down the stretch.
Look at it, Skip. If you look at his numbers are better than Larry Bird's in NBA Finals.
Okay,
is that good?
I'll show you 4th quarters that Larry Bird took over. I'll show you. You should have won that one. So, you know it, and I know it.
I just want to make sure I'm hearing you.
That's embarrassing.
I'm going to make sure I'm hearing you correctly.
Yeah.
Are you talking about those 2 games in which Larry Bird had 8 total points? So he took over those 4th quarters also.
Yeah,
hopefully he got all 8 of those points in the 4th quarter, because otherwise there were duds. And that was my guy.